You know what's cool? Discovering an artist before anyone else. It's a rare feeling to know someone is a superstar from the moment you meet them. But this is our friend Devon, and she's that special. She's busy making fire music, so as filmmakers, we've decided it's our job to capture her story along the way. So today, we present to you the first ever full interview of Devon Again on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I have music. I'm an artist. That's what I'm asking. What do I say that I do? Why do I? Okay, great. I'm just gonna do it again. Hi, I'm Devon, and I am an artist. I'm an artist. I have music out now. You might possibly know me from TikTok, or I also just released my first single. It's called Suburbia. It sounds like this. Can you play it right there?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Today, I'm doing a little vlog because my friends are heavily encouraging me to. So that, just to kind of, so that I can talk about my journey thus far, so that I can share it. So I grew up in Colorado, the Denver part of it. I don't know, I have a very vivid memory of singing Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, and my grandma was like, damn. She didn't say damn, but she said, she said, you're good at singing. You should be a star. And I was like, yeah, grandma, I should. And I think because I was being validated, which I love, I decided that that was what I wanted to do, and it just kind of stuck. The high school that I went to was like a public performing arts school, so there was a bunch of different other arts, which was really cool because my mom was like, oh, you actually like music? What if you go to this school and you keep doing it? And that was really exciting, and then I just did some really aggressive choir for 7 years, and some like jazz stuff and theater-ish stuff and opera stuff, which is like, I don't know, it was just really cool because I got to just live in different areas of music that I don't really do now, but like the fun shit, the shit that like keeps my love for music rooted into the ground. Yeah.
What the choir is so special to you?
Okay, good. I love this one. Choir I did through the middle school and high school it was the class that we had at the end of the day for 90 minutes every day. And it was like the first, I think it was like the first day of myself going to that school that I was like, oh wait, I'm not as important as I think I am, because like I walked into the room and my choir teacher was like so intense. He was like the leave your issues at the door type choir teacher. Like, it's choir, take a breath. I don't know, it just made me feel like this, like a different kind of excitement about music that I hadn't yet, because I hadn't been like, I didn't take like piano lessons or anything as a kid, so I didn't understand any theory or anything like that. And then when I started learning it, it just like changed everything. I was like, this is a whole crazy world that I didn't know I could be this excited about. So that's what it did for me, which was really exciting. Middle school, 8th grade is when it was the first time I wrote, like, I was like, I'm gonna write a song, like an actual one. And then that sort of continued throughout high school, and I knew since like childhood that I wanted to do music when I got older, but high school was sort of this battle of like figuring out what to do, so I thought that I wanted to go to school for like production, or go to school for whatever, something around music that wasn't being an artist, because I was like, there's no way that'll work, like I can't be an artist, like that's stupid. And I think also because I was around so many people who were like, you have to get a degree, not even necessarily my family but my peers, so I thought that what I had to do was go to school and study something in music, which I think that I've decided is definitively a bad idea, just saying. Go to school for something else. But after high school I moved to LA after I didn't get into USC. And then I was living here for a second in a communal living, and then I was like, I'm scared, I'm gonna go to school. And then I started going to school, and it ended up sucking was really bad. I was going to school for music, but out of college that I don't know, I didn't feel like I was learning anything. I didn't feel like anything was happening, and that's while I was there, I was like, wait, going to school for music is for me just really not a good idea. Like I will not, it's gonna take the fun out of it. Again, because I was studying like exactly what I wanted to do with my future instead of like choir or something, whatever. So I was in school, I changed it to like a 6-month program, and then I left school, and it did nothing for me at all. 0. So after I left school, I went back to Colorado, and I was like in a horrible place with music. My relationship with music was actually dwindling. Like it was so bad because I was just like, oh, I have to write songs, and I have to, like, I didn't know how to do anything. I just didn't know what the trajectory was, but I was like, obviously this is what I want to do. I'm not gonna go to school for something else. So I moved home, and I just worked for like 3 months, and then I had enough money to move back somehow, and I moved back, and I started living in my friend's garage, and I was making more music just by myself. It was all really sad. While I was in the middle of really weird, really scary, bad, and then I was like, I guess if I'm not working on music all the time like I planned to be, why, if I saved up all this money to come here and do music, only music, but I only have myself, like I didn't really know any producers, so I was just working by myself, and then it started to feel like a chore and not fun, so I was like, okay, I don't need to get a job, but I'm gonna, because there's no point in me just like sitting around. So I got a job, and then that helped a little bit to feel better. I don't know, it was the worst time, because it was like, I don't know, in the middle of pandemic time, right after it had like started simmering down kind of, and I didn't have a job, and I was just in this house, and I was like, I have to write music. This is all that I can do. There's like, I just didn't, it was just, there was so much pressure on it for no reason. Not like anyone from the outside had seen my music. I was like, I know I have to be in this state, and I know I have to be, or this city, and I know that I have to be doing this, but I'm not doing it right. I don't know, I had like nothing to hold on to. I really had no like indication that anything was gonna happen. I was like, I'm just gonna be here. Like nothing is gonna move forward. And it was really fucking scary. I mean, I'm still scared, but like it was really, really scary. Whoa, the sweat in my neck. Okay. I started posting on TikTok in May-ish or something of 2020 when I was still in LA. I was living in the communal living, and whatever, not for anything serious. I was just like, I didn't have much to do, so I had a lot of time on my hands, and I was on the app a lot. And then November, I had like duetted a video of someone making a beat, someone making a little beat, and I was just making a funny for myself, kind of, because that's all I had been up until that point. Like I didn't really have any followers. I made that video, and then it went like kind of viral, and then when that one blew up, it started sort of taking me out of the like, nothing's ever gonna happen. And then that was the first time that people were like following me for my voice, which was crazy, because I have wanted that for a very long time. And so it started happening, and it was very fast. Like it was kind of, it's insane because it felt like a huge deal. I don't know, it felt like sorry, I got distracted by the noises. Before that point, like, I had never spoken to like a manager or spoken to an A&R at a label. Like, I just actually didn't know what anything was. Like, I had so much to learn so fast, and I didn't realize how much I didn't know, which was crazy because for something that I had wanted to do for so long, like, I was looking in the wrong place. After my one video blew up on TikTok, I had started slowly meeting meeting producers through that TikTok, whether they were like DMing me, or like their managers were DMing me, or I was talking to A&Rs, and then they were connecting me with people, which was the first time that had happened. In the first like couple months of me making music with producers, I was just taking songs that I had already not fully written, but mostly written, or fully written by myself, and then taking them into sessions and be like, okay, what do we do with this? Like, here I have this idea. So then a lot of the songs that I made in the first couple months like happened really fast, like because they were kind of already done when I brought them in. And then so I had those songs, and then the internet people were like, release a song, and I was like, I don't know how to do it. And it took me a long time because yeah, it was crazy. It felt crazy.
Sponsored by Yerba Mate.
So I started learning how to do it better, and started to sort of know what I was doing a little bit more. I still don't know what I'm doing at all, honestly, but I learned a little more about it, I think, and then kind of decide, like, just learning what I want to sound like and what I want to look like as an artist has been like way crazier of a process than I thought it would be. For songs to do well on their own, it's really hard. It's really hard to release a song by yourself with no management, with no press, with no, I don't know, even no video, and for it to do well. And so I was really scared of just releasing it and only relying on TikTok, which you can totally do, and it totally happens. But music didn't come out until I had resources to make a video, and I just wanted to wait until I kind of knew a little bit more of what was happening, and I'm really, really glad I waited. So Suburbia, I was a shower thought that I had, and I got out of the shower and I took a little TikTok video of it and I posted it, and I was like, I'm never gonna make this song. Here, I'll put this chorus on TikTok. And then I had a session like a week after, and I was like, I didn't go in with an idea, like I didn't really know what I wanted to write, and I was like, what do you feel about this? And then we just dove into it, and it ended up like being way better than I thought it was gonna be. And on it, like for the first like 2 weeks of me having it, I was like, I don't really fuck with this. I was like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know, it makes too much sense. And then, I don't know, it just grew on me really aggressively. And now, like, I love that song, and I'm so happy about it. And so I ended up posting, after taking it to work on it more with a producer, I posted a video of the chorus of it again, just with the production behind it, and that one blew up. And then my managers were like, you should just put it out. And I was still in the mindset of like, I want to wait to release music because this isn't ready yet. Nothing is ready. And then, I don't know, it just kind of ended up happening. It felt like I kind of just got like thrown around in the best way possible. But I just like kind of started, I was just like, sure, I guess let's just do it. Like sure. And then, yeah, we filmed a video for it, and then it's out in the world. When I released Suburbia, so I have spent, since I like started writing music and since things blew up on TikTok, I was just like thinking about the day that something finally comes out, and just like the anticipation building up to that. For me in my own brain was like insane. I was like, everything is gonna change all at once, and this is gonna be the craziest thing ever in the world. And what is it even for, McLean?
Sorry.
What? Okay.
Back to your thought.
For the longest time, like I look at artists on Spotify, I look at their streams, I look at their followers, I look at like, I'm like, wow. In my head, for some reason, when I looked at someone with a certain amount of followers, I'd be like, oh, they have a lot of money, probably. They're probably making a lot of money. Okay, so like when the song was released, like there was a lot of anticipation in my own brain for it to be released, and then it felt so much different than I thought it was when it was out and doing well. And like in the first day or something, that I don't know, it just like grew way faster than it would have ever grown on my own. And ever grown if I had released it by myself. I have to separate myself from my artist self. Like it's about, oh shit.
Oof.
Yay! Well, then I have to remember where my brain is. So far, The releases. Okay, wait. Yeah, so far, now that music is out, I am still the same person. Kind of thought everything that my life I would be like a different bitch when my music was out. I'm the same bitch. Kind of once I was like filming the music video, I kind of realized like artist self, I had to separate from myself self. Why am I out of breath? So the music video, at first, it was gonna be, my friend Nicole was gonna direct it, and it was gonna be like a very low budget, just like we did it ourselves sort of thing. She's super talented and also one of the only people who's like willing to listen to my stupid ideas. Like I wanted it to be, for the longest time I was like, I want this to be really hard to watch. Like I want people to watch this like uncomfortable. But we ended up, the girl who ended up directing it, her name's Erin. She is very, very talented. She was like, she's taking my gross ideas and made them really pretty. Like it just looks way better than I thought it was going to. But that was a crazy experience because I had never, it was like cameras were on my face the whole day. It was so cool. It was, I don't know, it was just like another, like a weird thing for my ego to be like, like it's about me, but it's not about me. I don't know. I found, okay, English. I don't really know. I don't know what what I was gonna say about it. Hold on. Oh wait, okay, I know what I want to say. Sorry. One of the things that I like expected when music was released, at least like a year or so ago, when I would look at artists with like a certain amount of streams and be like, oh, this person definitely doesn't have to work and definitely lives off their music. Now my song is out and it's at like 400,000, which is a big number. It's crazy to me. I still work 2 jobs. I still be working. I have like food stamps and I have music out, and that scares the shit out of me. That's so crazy, and it looks different for everyone, which is cool. And a lot of people do it different ways, and that's awesome. But I don't know, it just feels different than I thought it would, and I'm in love with how it feels. But it's different. I just like, I think in my brain, imagining myself being in the place that I am now, like I thought that if I were to have a song that was doing as well as it is, like my life would look entirely different than it did, but I'm still, like I said, like I'm still the same person. I'm still just like climbing up slowly to wherever I want to be. It's not like I have landed anywhere, which feels weird to me. I thought that this was kind of like the end goal in a way. Why am I not saying anything right? Yeah. My brain is on fire. So right now, I work at a ice cream shop called Holy Roly. Shout out Holy Roly, I was told to promote them. Shout out Holy Roly. I love my boss, I love my job a little bit. It's kind of cute, it's really good. But I work at Holy Roly, I do rolled ice cream. It's like the ninja shit. You go like that, and then it rolls into, can you put a picture of rolled ice cream there? Okay. And then it's also a coffee shop, so I do barista stuff there. And then I work as a host at a restaurant. I'm really lucky at Holy Roly, at the ice cream place, because my boss, after my song came out, he was like, oh, this is good. And then there was one time I was like, I can't come tomorrow because I have to like get on this flight, whatever. And he goes, I want you to be a pop star. I want to help you, but it's gonna be so sad. And whatever. I'm really lucky because I'm able to I work at night most of the time, so I'm able to go to a session during the day, then I go to work, or if I get off early enough, I'll do sessions after work. So it's like a good structure for having to work and do artist stuff at the same time. I'm really, really lucky for the way that my life has been built. I'm really excited that I'm able to do it. Like I'm not dying, I'm okay. And that's really cool. Like the goal at some point is absolutely to be able to do artist stuff full time, or at least full-ish time, and have some other hobby. But
what do you want to have happen in the future?
Yeah. So for the longest time, I feel like I didn't actually know what I wanted. And I guess I'm gonna shut up because I don't really know like an end goal. But right now, I guess the goal is to be able to, I don't know, really what I want to do more than anything is just like make things that I am really excited about, and to be able to like make money off of them, of course, and live as an artist full time. But I think that as I've been like writing with a bunch of different people more so than ever, and like just being thrown in sessions that I like kind of blindly, I have been sort of forced to remember like why I like it in the first place, which I didn't really think I would ever have to do. So I guess, I don't know, I just want to, like, the fun part about being an artist is the like when you're just like hype as shit about something that you make and you're like, this sounds really good and it's mine. That's kind of all I want to do, and it, for some reason, it feels harder than it should be. I'm not explaining it right. I think that it's really scary to make something that you love your career. I think if I didn't care about the way that music makes me feel as much as I do, it would be less scary. Because for the longest time it was such like a personal thing, and now I'm like fully committed to trying to make it my career. So I want to make sure to keep the love part of it to myself whilst also living off of it, which I think a lot of artists feel, and writers and musicians also feel. I hope you learned a little bit about me if you wanted to learn anything about me. Not that anything is real. I hope that you learned a little bit about me, and I'm excited to, I guess, kind of keep bringing you along for this if you'd like to come along, because I am learning so much about myself and about the way that the music world works, and the way that also how to be an adult, which I'm not yet somehow, but yeah, I'm excited to keep figuring out what the fuck is happening.